A lot of people have been asking how to properly use your Donium and what is the most efficient way of using it, because some people don't know if they should be pulling with it, if they should be using it to buy resources, or what are the best uses for it. So that's what this guide is going to be about. Where to use Donium at the moment and what are the best things to be buying. So let's go into this. Hello degenerates, welcome back to Waifus. I'm Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict, and today's topic is going to be a Donium usage guide for Sword X stuff. So let's jump right into this. There is a few places where you can be using Donium. In contrast to normal gacha games, Donium in this game is going to be used for resources rather than for pulling on the gacha. You do not really pull in the gacha with Donium. Even as a free-to-play, you will be getting enough pulls just by playing the game, completing all the events, and doing everything. So let's start with the first thing you should be doing every day to be spending Donium, and that's going to be Material Realms. Each one of these gives really good resources, and free-to-plays should be getting 2 extra temps on all of them. Only 2. 2 of them, it should be like 120, I believe, in total Donium per realm. So you're going to be spending 120 on the Pit, on the Glider Depth, on the Dread Hollow, and on the Dustfall, doing 2 on each to keep getting a bit more resources every day that will be helping you for enhancing your gear, for buying more stuff, for enhancing your skills, and for enhancing your relics. That is the first thing. Material Realms, 2 extra temps on each one of them. The second one, it's also here actually, so we don't need to be leaving. It's going to be the Daily Dungeon. Now, Daily Dungeon, there is a few conditions as to if you should be buying 2 extra temps or not. For example, today, buying extra temps makes no sense because tomorrow we will be unlocking a new island and new dungeons in this list. So there is no reason to be buying 2 extra temps today. But as a general rule of thumb, getting more gear is always good. This is a game literally about min-maxing your gear. A lot of these spells are beatable as long as you have a good setup, but the gear is what will make you hit a lot harder or not. So in my opinion, the 2 extra temps are always worth grabbing. That's the second thing. The third one to spend Donium is going to be your guild. This changes based on each guild. Our guild, for example, we ask for 3 donations every single day. So the base one and 2 more. The base one and 2 more. Obviously, if people, cannot afford to be doing 3 one day, it's completely fine. I'm not going to be here going one by one and being like, oh, you did only 2, I'm banning you. But as a general rule of thumb, we ask for 3 donations a day. This helps so we get more resources to keep building more things. And also the second place, or 2 more places where you can spend Donium on the guild. First, the Forge to speed up. I do not recommend this. This is expensive. For 24 hours. Is it more? Yes, it's more. Would I recommend it? Not really, unless you are a well. This is only for spenders. The second thing where you will be able to spend resources and Donium is going to be on the shop. And on the shop, what you want to be buying, it's the pet pools and also the discounted materials for all of the different AFK stages we'll get later. So the Sprout, the discounted ship as well, and the discounted bird. You will be able to build 3 different buildings right here, the sheepfold, the garden, and 1 more later here. And as you level up, you will be able to plant and get resources for your Phantomons. This is not Donium, but it's kind of related to the shops, so we can talk about it. I would only buy the discounted ones, never the ones that are 1.6, nothing else, alright? So that's the other place where you can be spending Donium. There are a few more. One that we are unlocking tomorrow, it's PvP. On PvP, I would recommend if you guys can spend at least 2 extra temps per day. It's not expensive, like 2 extra temps, it's literally only 25 Donium per day. And that's going to be giving you more currency for the PvP shop, which is really good. We'll make a separate guide tomorrow when it unlocks, so you guys know how the full system works and when you need to be max refreshing PvP or only buying 2 attempts. But that's also something to keep in mind. PvP is a good way to spend Donium in order to get resources for the PvP shop that has a lot of freebies, including an exclusive pet on that shop. Alright, so that's the other place where you could be spending some. After that, we go into the one that a lot of people have been asking for, and that's the vendor booth. There is 2 tabs here, General and Bulk. When it comes to General, you keep refreshing until you are not out of gold, but if you can refresh and empty the shop, in my opinion, you should. It's a good way of getting extra resources and being ready. Now, if you only have 50k gold and the refresh is 30k, there is no reason to be doing it. But if I have 185 and the refresh is 30k, I will be buying everything, and you can get pools here and a lot of resources. This, a lot of people will recommend not doing as much, and I can obviously say do not do more than 5, do not even do more than 3. I feel 3 refreshes is a good stopping point. And do not buy cooking materials unless you need them, right? Don't waste your gold on this. And then we have the vault where you can actually spend some Donium. In here, I buy everything, as you can see. The stamina is free, grab it. The pulse is 2 for the price of 1. This adds up through the whole month, so it's pretty good, right? Then you have an extra apple. The apples are really important, so please, I will say every day buy them for 30 Donium. You, as a free-to-play, can save 300, and there is gonna be an event later on where you need 300 of them. And then extra resources for the material realms are great. I buy both of them. And the extra pulls, the epic auroral badges, are something I would recommend buying too, because you cannot buy them with Donium here. I cannot go and buy. I can buy blue ones, yeah, sure, I can get this, but I cannot buy purple ones. So this is a good way every day of getting 10 extra pulls in there to stockpile when you need. Now, what about the refined ore? I only recommend this for spenders. Free-to-plays, it's a bit more expensive and you're gonna be stuck either way a lot of the time where you don't have enough resources overall. So it's kind of a steep price at 100 per day extra over everything else we just did, right? So I will say not really necessary. I don't think the refinery is necessary unless you are a spender. That's another way of spending Donium. Then there's going to be 2 more web places where you can spend Donium. The first one being the auction house. The auction house, you will be listing things or Donium as a well. I can buy this with Donium, and you as a user will receive instead Donium. Sorry, I buy this with Luminium myself, and you get Donium. This is great because for free-to-play it means you can be making money by selling dishes, by selling later gear. When you have some gear, it's not available right now, but later people will be selling a lot of gear here, a lot of cosmetics. A lot of these things are cosmetics as well, right? So you can sell a lot of nice things in here and gain resources as a free-to-play player. So it's a nice way for wells to spend Luminium because there is no other usage outside of just exchanging it to Donium. There is no other usage. So always keep an eye on the trading house. You can be selling not only cosmetics, not only food, also resources for cooking usually are pretty good to be selling. The rarer the better. And resources for the Phantomons tomorrow when the system is unlocked for the wells probably, they will be buying them as well. So a lot of things you can actually sell if you're interested. Also, you will be able to sell gear and gear shards later on the new dungeons we are unlocking on the next island tomorrow on Cinder Ridge. So that's an easy way as well of making extra Donium every single day, not only spending but also making it. And then lastly, we can talk about the Kingdom shop because people have been asking what to buy in there as well, and you can spend Donium in here. So if we talk with our boy right here, with Hermes, right, and we're going to show me your wares, what should you be buying here? In my opinion, only the resources to push them up, the withering potions. Now, a lot of personal preference on how you prefer to play. A lot of people like buying the resources to cook because you can be getting really nice cooking recipes. A lot of people like buying the extra pools or the resources if they are low on them. I personally only get the withering potion. That's what I personally like to get. When you get to the 3rd and 4th spots, it changes a little bit because a lot of the things here are really good, like really good. You have a lot of cosmetics, you will have really good resources for the map, good pools, you'll even get some of the really good pools for the Ionic Gacha. So 3 and 4 changes, but at least for the first 2, I would only be buying the Withering Potion and nothing else. But that's a lot of personal playstyling here. And that's basically all of the places that right now you can be spending Donium or making Donium and the shops and resources we currently have. If I did miss a shop, do let me know and I will put it on the comments simply. But I would not use my resources to pool nor to buy pools because it's kind of expensive and you will get enough even as a free-to-play. Like I said earlier, in a month and a half in China, I did more than 1,000 pools, guys. You are good, don't worry, alright? That said, that's everything for this video. As usual, we are live every single day. Link in the description down below. Good luck with your pool dinner dates, and I'll see you on the next one.